Hi, in this video we are going to look at creation of a supplier in Sage 300. So let's get started. I'm using the Sage 300 2024 version. I'm logged on to the desktop version. I can see the company here. Under that I'll go to Accounts Payable, AP Vendors, and I have the option of creating vendors from here. Now when you select it, let's say the vendor number has to be defined. It could be a code that your company has already decided. So let's say I'm going to create a company called Saifee Stationery. So I'm using the first three characters of the supplier name, SAI. So here I have got Saifee Stationery LLC and the group code. So if you have created multiple group codes, you can select it from here. In this example, in this company, I've created groups based on the currency. So I'm dealing with them in AED currency, which is my functional currency. I can provide more information here. For example, what is the legal name? Saifee Stationery LLC, the address. I'm just going to put my office address for this example. Bega Tower, Mania Square, Dubai, UAE. Telephone number 971 2399 Then you can enter email, website, plus the contact person information, etc. And based on the group that you have selected, some information related to the processing and invoicing will be auto-populated. For example, what is the terms code, what is the bank code that you are going to use to transact with them. So the terms code may be from the supplier, it is cash on delivery. So I'm going to change this to cash on delivery. That's the way you can modify the information. This is only a default information which is populated. You can change it based on your requirements. Then moving to the invoicing tab, there is a wonderful feature called distribute by. A lot of people do not use it. Sometimes it gets skipped in the long run. So here we have an option to default a GL account whenever I select the supplier in my AP invoice, or I could default a distribution code and a set. So we'll talk about the distribution code in our next video. So here if I want to default it to a GL account, then I can come here. This is a stationery supplier, so I'm going to select a stationery ledger expense. So here I'm going to search by description which contains stationery. So here I have got a G&A expense for printing and stationery. Wonderful. So I'm going to select that, and then duplicate invoice checking by vendor and amount. If you want to select yes, I want a warning. By vendor and date, no, I might have more than one invoice from the supplier. What tax group is applicable? You can select it from here, and depending on the authority, you can even assign the tax class. In my case, the first tax class is standard rated, which calculates tax at 5%. So I'm going to select that. Now here you can provide the tax registration number of your supplier. As an example, I'm just going to key in 15 characters, which is the norm here. And I'm going to add the supplier. There are other tabs like optional fields, activity, etc. We can visit that later. Close this, and that's your supplier created in your list. If you want to revisit the supplier information, you can go back to vendors here, and in the vendor code, if you remember the code, you can type it directly. If not, you can use the finder button. F5 is the shortcut for it, and select the vendor from here. When you're using the finder button, you have the option of filtering your data. So I can filter it, let's say based on the vendor name, where the vendor name contains so and so, and then the data will be filtered based on that criteria. That's it. And so in the next video, we're going to see how to record a tax invoice, and then we will see how to record a distribution code or create a distribution code and record a tax invoice from the supplier using the distribution code. And how does that work? Thank you and have a nice day.